Hello dear, Meena here. So I'm back with my next video. In this video we will read about the various branches of psychology. First one is cognitive psychology. Cognitive psychology include mental processes, as we have already discussed earlier, that it include acquisition, mean to say when we are acquiring something from our environment, storage of something where we try to manipulate the things, transformation of information that we receive from the environment. It also includes that how we will use that information for our communication. Among them, major cognitive processes are attention, perception, memory, reasoning. Reasoning is based on logical thinking, problem solving, decision making, and use of language. For understanding this cognitive process, psychologists conduct so many experiments in laboratory settings. Some of them follow the ecological approach. Ecological approach, as name suggests, it is related with environmental factors that help us in understanding the cognitive process in natural settings. There is another psychology branch that is a sub-part of psychology named neuropsychology. In this, psychologists and neuroscientists work together. They do their research on people with a normal functioning brain as well as on the other people who have damaged brain. They use advanced technology like EEG, PET and fMRI, etc. Next is developmental psychology. This study include development in physical, that is related to physical, social and psychological changes. These changes start from our infancy to old age. Psychologists show much interest in adult development and in the old age. In this, they focus on biological, social, cultural and environmental factors that try to affect our psychological characteristics, which include intelligence, cognition, emotion, temperament, morality and social relationships. These psychologists always do work with the anthropologist, educationist, neurologist and social workers. Our next psychology branch is social psychology. Social psychology explore that ways in which people are affected by their social environment, and in this also we study that how the thinking of the people influenced by the others' opinion. Social psychologists are more interested in some topics like attitudes, conformity, obedience to authority. They try to understand interpersonal attraction and so on. In this, conformity means behavior that is always occur according to with the socially accepted conceptions or rule, and the word prejudice means when we accept that opinion which is not based on any reason or actual experience. Our next one is cross-cultural and cultural psychology. As the name suggests, it is related with the culture. In this, we try to understand the human behavior and their thought and emotional process in relation to culture. Next one deals with the environmental psychology. In this, we study the interaction of physical factors. Here, physical factors related to environment, in which we include temperature, humidity in our environment, pollution, a natural disaster effect on human behavior, that how these things affect the human behavior. In addition, we also try to understand the physical arrangement at workplace. In this, psychologists are also interested in knowing that how these arrangements affect on people's health and their emotional state. Besides these, today's psychology includes some type of current topics in their research field, that is disposal of waste, use of community resources, etc. Next one is health psychology. In health psychology, it emphasizes mainly on the role of psychological factors like stress and anxiety, that how we can prevent the person and how we can treat the person, those who are having psychological stress. They also include coping, in which we try to make the person to deal with the stress by using different therapies. In this, patient-doctor relationship and other ways are included to promote health enhancing factors. After that, there is mainly clinical and counseling psychology. It deals with the causes of the disorders, that what type of treatment the person need and how we can prevent that person from the different psychological disorders, which include anxiety, depression, some type of eating disorders and another substance abuse. It mainly aims to improve everyday functioning in which we try to help the people to solve their daily problems. In this, the work of the clinical psychologist does not differ from that of counseling psychologist. Whether counseling psychologist only deals with the less serious problems comparison to clinical psychologist. Counseling psychologists work for students. They try to advise them related to their personal problems. On the other hand, clinical psychologist and the psychiatrist, they study the course treatment and tells a way that how we can prevent ourselves from the psychological disorders. Our next one is industrial and organizational psychology. It deals with the behavior of the person at workplace. In this we include both workers and the organization. They are mainly concerned with the training of the employee, that how they can improve the work conditions and what will be the criteria on which they will select their employees. Next one is educational psychology. As the name suggests, it deals with the education of the person in all ages. Educational psychologists primarily help to develop the instructional material in which that type of material include will be helpful to train the people in both education and work settings. That's why they are more concerned with the research that is related with the education and learning problems. It also includes another branch that is related with school psychology. It mainly focuses on designing programs that would be helpful in promoting students' intellectual, social and emotional development. In this psychology, we also include that children, those who are having special needs. All type of psychologists try to apply the knowledge of psychology in school settings. Next branch of psychology is sports psychology. It applies that principle of psychology that try to improve sports performance by enhancing their level of motivation. It is a new field in psychology, but it is also gaining so much acceptance at worldwide. There are another branches of psychology which try to work as a interdisciplinary, in which there is more focus on research and how we can apply the psychology in various areas. Another branches we can include like psychology, forensic psychology, rural psychology and so on. So in this way we can say that psychology include all spheres of human life. Our next topic is themes of research and application. Like if there are research in psychology, then we can simply ask one question, that what psychology do? If we try to analyze their work, then we will come to the conclusion that there are basically two things that the psychology is doing. First one, there is a lot of research in psychology, and the second one, on the basis of result after the analysis, whatever we are getting, we try to apply that research in our daily life. We can say that second thing, it deals with the application of psychology. Here we will discuss about the various themes under this topic. Our first theme is psychology, like other sciences, attempts to develop principles of behavior. This behavior is respective to human behavior and the mental processes. Psychologists who choose to engage in research, they also function like scientists. They draw the conclusion after getting the data. They design and conduct the experiments under controlled condition, mean to say when there is no interference by external factor. The purpose of this conduction of experiment is to develop some type of general principles about the behavior and the mental processes. Mental processes include the functions that deal with the brain or cognitive part. After this, we try to conclude the conclusions. Themes of research in psychology, they are different from each other. Like experimental psychologists mainly study the perception, memory, thinking, and they use different type of inquiry methods in this. On the other hand, physiological psychologists study that behavior that is related only with the physical. In the same manner, there is a developmental psychology. They study qualitative and quantitative changes in our behavior. Changes mean to say that we are able to measure, like our body weight. On the other hand, qualitative changes are those changes which we are unable to measure. In the developmental psychology, they include the human life from starting to end, mean to say from infancy period to the old age. Whereas in social psychology, social psychologists only study that experiences that are related to behavior that take place in social context. Our next theme is Human behavior is a function of the attribute of person and environment. Here the meaning of attributes of person means the characteristics, the trait and the temperament of the individual and their interaction with the environment. In this, Kurt Lewin has proposed the famous equation. He said, like we can see in your book, in this B stand for behavior, F stand for function, P stand for people and E stand for the environment of the person. So this equation that is given by Kurt Lewin, he said that we can find the human behavior because of the different attributes the person is having. Humans are having different attributes. It can be due to the genetic differences or their diverse experiences and the environment in which they are grow up. Psychologists said that no two individuals are the same. They differ on their psychological attributes. Like you can also see that if you are a siblings, even your attributes could not be same. In another discipline that is known as a differential psychology, merged in late 19th and early 20th century, it was in the form of personality psychology that is related with the different personalities and they are studying their personal trait and the person's behavior. Besides individual differences, psychologists also believe that these differences occur due to environmental factors also. Environmental factor we can see, like if twins are there and they are separated in their childhood, both behavior and their psychological attribute definitely be different from each other because they got different environment in their childhood to their adulthood. Even their thinking pattern will also be definitely different. So the psychologists try to look at the explanations that is based on individual environmental interactions. Our next theme is human behavior is caused. In this we will discuss that how human behavior is caused by the each person doing and person show different behavior in the same situation. Mostly psychologists believe that human behavior can be explained only in the terms of causes. These causes can be internal and external. Why the person is behaving in a certain time differently, it depends on the causal explanations that differ from all sciences. Because without understanding the cause behind the behavior of the person, we cannot predict anything. Like we can take example, if X causing Y, mean to say we can take X as a one person and Y as another person. If X person causing anything to the Y so that the Y person behaving in different manner, it is not only due to one reason. There can be multiple reasons. For example, suppose you are X and your friend is Y. You want to go to watch movie with your friends, but your friend is denying. According to you, there may be a cause that your friend don't like that movie in which you are interested. It is according to you only. But maybe there is another cause that your friend like the movie but he don't want to go with you because he want to go with his family. So anything behind the human behavior, there is not only a one cause, there may be multiple causes. When we say that there are multiple causes, it means that it is very difficult to pinpoint one particular cause. That is, we can say that only because of this reason person is behaving in this manner. So our next theme is understanding of human behavior is culturally constructed. There are also some psychologists who believe that psychological theories and models are Euro-American in nature and they are not helpful for us to understanding other cultural settings. Mean to say, if one theory is constructed in America, that will be based on the conditions, environment and situations according to the American people. So maybe it is difficult for us to put that theory in the Indian context because here the situation, here the atmosphere is totally different. So they do not help us in understanding the behavior in Indian culture. Psychologists who are from Asia, Africa, they are critically against the Euro-American approaches. Similar critique is also done by feminist group who argue that psychology always offer a male perspective and try to ignore the woman perspective. They said that there should be a dialectical approach in which both the male and female perspective are important in understanding the human behavior. So our next theme is human behavior can be controlled and modified through the application of psychological principles. In this desire to develop the techniques or different methods by which we are able to helpful in improving the quality of human life. They try to remove the certain difficulties or adverse conditions which are not appropriate to the individual, and they are facing these adverse conditions or difficulties in different phases of their life. Psychologists make some type of interventions into the lives of the needy people. In the same way, when psychologists are applying this, then applied psychology brought the subject closer to the life of the people. Here the subject is related with the psychology that help the people in making human life better in qualitative terms. In this way, psychology took itself more closer to human being in knowing their limits, its own principles, that which principle of psychology can be applicable or where we can't put them. So this role has been very helpful in popularizing psychology as a subject. There are several independent branches of psychology that try to use psychological theories, principles and facts so that they can diagnose, they can resolve the problems related to the industry, organizational settings, clinical, educational and even with the environment and health community and so on. So this is all for today. In our next video we will talk about another topics. Try to understand your concepts in detail while you are reading. Thank you so much.